Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to a journey through the timeless wisdom of the 48 Laws of Power by Robert Greene. This book is a profound exploration of power dynamics and strategies, drawing on historical examples and timeless principles. Today, we'll delve into a selection of these laws and the judgments they offer. Number 1. Never outshine the master. Always make your superiors feel like they are better and smarter. When you want to make them happy and look good, be careful not to show off your skills too much. If you do, it could make them feel threatened and unsure. Instead, make your bosses seem even more talented than they really are, and this will help you climb the ladder of success and power. Number 2. Never put too much trust in friends. Learn how to use enemies. Be cautious with your friends, as they can become jealous and sometimes act like spoiled and controlling. Surprisingly, someone who used to be your enemy can be more loyal than a friend because they want to prove themselves. In reality, your friends can be more of a threat than your enemies. If you don't have any enemies, be careful not to create conflicts. Number 3. Conceal your intentions. Maintain an advantage by not explaining why you're doing something. If others don't know your plans, they can't defend against them. Lead them in the wrong direction, create confusion, and when they finally figure out what you're up to, it'll be too late for them to react. Number 4. Always say less than necessary. When you want to impress people with what you say, remember this: the more you talk, the less impressive and in control you might seem. Even if you're saying something simple, it can sound smart if you keep it vague and mysterious. Powerful individuals make an impact by saying less. The more you talk, the higher the chance you'll end up saying something silly. Number 5. So much depends on reputation. Guard it with your life. Your reputation is incredibly important for your power. A strong reputation can make people respect and fear you, but if your reputation gets damaged, you become weak and can be attacked by others. So, work hard to keep your reputation strong. Be on the lookout for any threats to your reputation and stop them early. At the same time, if you want to harm your enemies, find ways to damage their reputation and let public opinion do the rest. Number 6. Court attention at all costs. Appearances matter most. Don't fade into the background or be forgotten. Instead, stand out, be noticeable, even if it means being more vibrant and intriguing than the ordinary crowd. Number 7. Get others to do the work for you, but always take the credit. Make the most of other people's wisdom, knowledge, and hard work to help yourself. This not only saves you time and energy, but also makes you look incredibly efficient and fast. Eventually, people will remember you, not those who helped you. Don't do tasks that others can do for you. Number 8. Make other people come to you. Use bait if necessary. When you make someone else take action, you're the one in charge. It's smarter to make your opponent come to you, leaving their own plans behind. Tempt them with great rewards, then strike. You're the one with the advantage. Number 9. Win through your actions, never through argument. Winning an argument might feel like a victory, but it often leads to resentment and hard feelings that last longer than the argument itself. It's more effective to make people agree with you through your actions without having to explain or argue. Show them what you mean instead of just talking about it. Number 10. Avoid the unhappy and unlucky. When you're around someone who's really unhappy, their negative emotions can affect you just like a contagious illness. Even if you're trying to help them, it might end up making things worse for you. Unlucky people sometimes bring bad luck, not just to themselves, but also to those around them. So it's better to spend time with people who are cheerful and lucky instead. Number 11. Learn to keep people dependent on you. Stay independent by being indispensable. The more people rely on you, the more freedom you have. Make others depend on you for their happiness and success, and you'll be secure. Just don't teach them so much that they can manage without you. Number 12. Use selective honesty and generosity to disarm your victim. A single sincere and honest action can make up for many dishonest ones. When you genuinely show honesty and kindness, Even the most suspicious people will lower their defenses. Once you've earned their trust with your honesty, you can easily trick or control them, just like a well-timed gift can do the same trick. Number 13. When asking for help, appeal to people's self-interest, never to their mercy or gratitude. When asking a friend for help, don't bring up all the times you've helped them in the past. They might ignore you. Instead, find something in your request that benefits them and highlight it a lot. They'll be more eager to help when they see what's in it for them. Number 14. Pose as a friend, work as a spy. Understanding your competition is essential. Employ spies to gather valuable information that will help you stay ahead. Even better, become the spy yourself. In casual conversations, learn to ask indirect questions to uncover people's weaknesses and intentions. Every situation is a chance to gather valuable insights through clever observation. Number 15. Crush your enemy totally. Throughout history, wise leaders have understood that when dealing with a feared enemy, it's crucial to completely defeat them. If you leave even a small spark of their power or influence, it can reignite and cause problems later. It's often more harmful to partially defeat them because they can bounce back and seek revenge. So, the advice is to not only defeat them physically, but also break their spirit. Number 16. Use absence to increase respect and honor. When you're constantly in the spotlight, people might see you as ordinary. If you're part of a group, taking a break from it can actually make you more interesting and respected. Knowing when to step back is important. Being less available can make people value you more. Number 17. Keep others in suspended terror. Cultivate an air of unpredictability. People like it when things are predictable. They feel in control when they can guess what others will do. But you can change the game by being unpredictable on purpose. If your actions seem random or don't follow a clear pattern, it will confuse them. They'll spend a lot of energy trying to figure you out. If you take this to the extreme, it can even make them nervous or scared. Number 18. Do not build fortresses to protect yourself. Isolation is dangerous. The world can be a dangerous place, and there are always people who might not have your best interests at heart. You might think that isolating yourself and building a fortress is the safest option, but in reality, it can cause more problems than it solves. Being all alone can make you an easy target and limit your access to important information. Instead, it's often better to be around people, make friends, and build alliances. When you're part of a group, it's harder for your enemies to single you out and harm you. Number 19. Know who you're dealing with. Do not offend the wrong person. Remember, not everyone reacts the same way to your actions. Some people, if you trick or harm them, will hold a grudge forever. They may appear harmless but have hidden agendas, so be careful who you choose to interact with. Avoid upsetting or tricking the wrong person. Number 20. Do not commit to anyone. Don't be hasty in picking sides. Instead, focus on your own interests. By staying independent, you gain control over others. You can make people compete for your attention and support. Number 21. Play a sucker to catch a sucker. Seem dumber than your mark. People don't like feeling less intelligent than others. The secret is to make them feel clever, even cleverer than you. If you can do this, they won't suspect that you might have hidden intentions. Number 22. Use the surrender tactic. Transform weakness into power. When you're in a weaker position, it's often wiser not to fight just to protect your honor. Instead, consider surrendering. Surrendering can be strategic. It gives you time to regroup, to annoy your opponent, and to wait for their strength to diminish. By surrendering, you deny your opponent the satisfaction of defeating you in battle, which can actually unsettle and frustrate them. In a way, surrender can be used as a tool to gain power. Number 23. Concentrate your forces. Focus your energy where you're strongest, like digging deeper into a rich mine, rather than spreading yourself thin across many shallow ones. It's better to have one key supporter who can provide long-term benefits. Number 24. Play the perfect courtier. A perfect courtier excels in a world where power and politics are everything. They're skilled at being indirect. They give compliments, show respect to those above them, and subtly assert their own influence. By understanding and using the rules of courtly behavior, you can go far in the court, reaching great heights. Number 25. Recreate yourself. Make your own identity. Don't just follow what society expects from you. Be someone who grabs people's attention and doesn't become dull. Take control of how you're seen by others instead of letting them decide who you are. Use dramatic actions and gestures in public to boost your influence and make yourself seem more impressive. Number 26. Keep your hands clean. Appear as the epitome of politeness and competence. Keep your hands clean, avoid making mistakes, and steer clear of unpleasant tasks. Maintain your flawless image by letting others take the blame and do the dirty work to hide your involvement. Number 27. Play on people's need to believe to create a cult-like following. People really want to believe in something. You can become the center of that belief by offering them a cause or a new faith to follow. When you do this, keep your words somewhat unclear but promising. Focus on getting people excited rather than being too logical. You can also create special rituals for your followers and ask them to make sacrifices for you. If there isn't a big organized religion or major causes around, your new belief system can give you a lot of power. Number 28. Enter action with boldness. If you're not sure what to do, don't try it. When you have doubts, they can make your actions less effective. It's risky to be overly cautious. It's better to be bold. If you make a mistake because you were daring, you can usually fix it by being even more daring. People respect and admire those who are bold and confident, but they don't really respect those who are too hesitant. Number 29. Plan all the way to the end. Your ending is super important. Think about it from the very beginning. Consider all the things that could go wrong, the problems you might face, and the unexpected events that could make all your efforts go to waste. By planning for the end, you won't be surprised by what happens and you'll know when to quit. It's like steering your own destiny and shaping the future by thinking ahead. Number 30. Make your accomplishments seem effortless. Make your actions look easy and natural, even if they involve a lot of effort and practice. Hide the hard work and clever strategies behind what you do. When you do something, make it seem effortless, as if you could do even more. Don't show how much you work, because it can make people curious or skeptical. Don't teach your methods to others, as they might use them against you. Number 31. Control the options. Get others to play with the cards you deal. The most effective deceptions make the other person think they have a choice, even though you control the outcome. You give them options that always benefit you. Make them choose between two bad things that both help you. It's like putting them in a tricky situation where they can't escape the harm. Number 32. Play to people's fantasies. People often avoid the truth because it can be harsh and unpleasant. Don't talk about reality unless you're ready for people to get upset. Life can be tough, and those who can create a sense of romance or imagination are like rare oases in a desert. Everyone is drawn to them. There's great power in connecting with people's fantasies. Number 33. Discover each man's thumbscrew. Everyone has something they're not so strong about, like a hole in a castle wall. This weak point is often related to their fears, strong emotions, or things they really like to do secretly. When you discover this vulnerability, it becomes a tool you can use to your advantage. Number 34. Be royal in your own fashion. Act like a king to be treated like one. The way you behave affects how people treat you. If you act vulgar or ordinary, people won't respect you. But if you act confidently and regally, like a king, you earn respect and make others see you as a leader. It's about carrying yourself with self-assuredness and dignity. Number 35. Master the art of timing. Don't appear in a rush because it shows you lack self-control and patience. Always act as if you know that things will come your way eventually. Be like a detective, figure out the right time to act. Follow the trends that lead to success. Learn to wait when the time isn't right, and then when it's perfect, strike with determination. Number 36. Disdain things you cannot have. Ignoring them is the best revenge. When you pay too much attention to a small problem, you make it seem more important than it really is. Similarly, if you focus on an enemy or make a small mistake into a big deal, you give them more power. Sometimes it's better not to fuss over things. If there's something you can't have, act like you don't care about it. The less you show interest, the more in control you appear. Number 37. Create compelling spectacles. Spectacular images and impressive symbols make you seem powerful, and everyone pays attention to them. So create dramatic events and use striking visuals to enhance your presence. By dazzling people with appearances, they won't notice your true intentions or actions. Number 38. Think as you like but behave like others. If you act like you're going against what everyone else is doing, showing off your unusual ideas and different ways, people might think you're just seeking attention and being condescending. They might find a way to make you pay for making them feel inferior. It's better to fit in and be relatable. Save your unique thoughts for friends who understand and appreciate your individuality. Number 39. Stir up waters to catch fish. Anger and emotion are strategically counterproductive. You must always stay calm and objective. But if you can make your enemies angry while staying calm yourself, you gain a decided advantage. Put your enemies off balance. Find the chink in their vanity through which you can rattle them, and you hold the strings. Number 40. Despise the free lunch. Be careful with free offers. They often come with hidden tricks or obligations. If something has value, it's worth paying for. When you pay your own way, you avoid feeling indebted, guilty, or deceived. Sometimes it's best to pay the full price, especially when it comes to excellent things. Be generous with your money as it attracts power and positive attention. Number 41. Avoid stepping into a great man's shoes. What comes first often seems better and more unique than what follows. If you follow a successful person or have famous parents, you'll need to do twice as well to stand out. Don't get stuck in their shadow or their history. Create your own name and identity by doing things differently. Break free from their influence, make your own path, and shine in your unique way to gain power. Number 42. Strike the shepherd and the sheep will scatter. Often problems in a group can be caused by just one troublemaker, someone who stirs up trouble, acts arrogantly, or spreads negativity. If you let such individuals keep causing problems, others may start behaving the same way. Don't wait for the issues to get worse, and don't try to make deals with troublemakers, because it usually doesn't work. Instead, stop their influence by either isolating them or getting rid of them. If you remove the source of the trouble, the rest of the group will calm down and stop following their lead. Number 43. Work on the hearts and minds of others. When you force people to do something, it often leads to a negative reaction against you. Instead, it's better to persuade them to willingly support your goals. If you can make someone genuinely want to follow your lead, they'll become your loyal ally. To do this, understand what makes them tick. Appeal to their emotions, interests, and fears. If you disregard their feelings and thoughts, they'll likely resent you. Number 44. Disarm and infuriate with the mirror effect. Imagine a mirror. It shows you exactly how things are, but it can also trick others. When you copy your enemies doing exactly what they do, it confuses them. They can't tell what you're up to. This mirror effect makes them look silly and react badly. It's like showing them a reflection of themselves. They think you're just like them, and by doing what they do, you teach them a lesson. Most people can't resist this powerful trick. Number 45. Preach the need for change, but never reform too much at once. People know change is important in theory, but in practice we're used to our routines. Too much change all at once can upset people and make them rebel. If you're new in charge or an outsider trying to gain influence, show respect for the existing methods. If you need to make changes, make them seem like small improvements on what's been done before. Number 46. Never appear too perfect. Trying to look better than others is risky, but the riskiest thing is to seem completely flawless. When you appear perfect, it can make people jealous and turn them into silent foes. It's a good idea to occasionally show that you have some faults, or harmless quirks. This makes you seem more relatable and friendly, as no one except gods or the deceased can be flawless without consequences. Number 47. Do not go past the mark you aimed for. In victory, know when to stop. Winning can be tricky. When you succeed, it's easy to become too confident and make mistakes. If you get too carried away, you might create more problems than you solve, so don't let success make you overconfident. It's important to have a plan and know when to stop after reaching your goal. Number 48. Assume formlessness. When you have a clear, visible plan or shape, you make yourself vulnerable to attack. Instead of giving your enemy something concrete to target, stay flexible and adaptable. Understand that nothing is set in stone and no rule is absolute. The best way to protect yourself is to be as fluid and adaptable as water, never relying on stability or long-lasting order because everything changes. In martial arts, it's crucial to have unpredictable strategies and concealed techniques to make it difficult for opponents to prepare against you. What helps a great leader consistently succeed is having wisdom that's hard to understand and a way of doing things that doesn't leave clear traces. Only when you're formless can you be unaffected. Wise individuals stay mysterious, so others can't read their emotions and act in a way that's hard to predict, so their plans can't be thwarted. These are just a glimpse into the wisdom contained in the 48 Laws of Power. Each law offers unique insights and judgments, guiding us in understanding the complex interplay of power and influence. As you explore these laws, remember that power is a double-edged sword, and understanding these principles can help you navigate the intricate world of power dynamics. Stay tuned for more insights from this remarkable book. Thank you for being a part of this conversation, and we look forward to embarking on many more growth journeys together. Like, subscribe, and stay curious.